Nature's always spoken to me. When I was a young girl, I would spend many hours outside playing in our little suburban cul-de-sac backyard, trying to create little magical worlds out of moss and sticks and branches. And as I got older, I knew that my love of nature was something I wanted to spend the rest of my life studying. So I began my studies in environmental science. After studying environmental science for 2 years at the University of North Carolina in Asheville, it became clear to me that the planet isn't the one that needs saving, it's people that need educating. So I changed directions, and after a semester-long sabbatical where I traveled the country and got to know the landscape of the entire United States, I settled back into Maryland, where I completed my undergraduate degree in integrative health studies and later went on to study and get my master's in clinical herbal medicine. And to me, my path of herbalism has always been connecting back to my roots and back to a truth that is universal and makes the most sense. As a teenager, I was very much a spiritual seeker. I was always looking for answers, reading books in the library, spending hours with piles of books from Krishnamurti and the Tibetan Book of the Dead, and really trying to put together an idea of why am I here? What's going on? What do I do with this one life that I have? And so this brought me to yoga at the age of 18. And so when I was studying environmental science and practicing yoga regularly, it all started to come together and make sense, that there is an intelligence larger than us that is participating in the world with us, and that the clues of why we're here are hidden everywhere. And the plants, to me, are one of the keepers of this knowledge. And so studying plant medicine is my way of trying to unlock some of this ancient wisdom that has been on this planet for millions and millions, 475 million to be exact years, so we think. And to me, studying plant medicine is a spiritual practice because I see plants as beings. They're not just objects. They are creatures that have feelings and emotions, and science has proved this, that they sense things, they create chemical compounds, and they have chemical messengers, and they respond to stress, and they respond to happiness. You know, they have a whole range of different emotions that we didn't know of. To me, the joining together of yoga and spirituality and plants is something that I have always been drawn to, and this is my life work. So my clinical practice, my herbal apprenticeships, workshops and retreats all focus around bringing together people and plants and trying to form a union, a yoga between the plant world and people's inner lives. So that way the plants can be an outward reflection of this inner relationship that we're seeking with the higher power. And as I connect to sweet leaf, as I connect to mugwort, as I connect to chamomile, I'm connecting to an aspect of that great divine force. And as I study and get to know its individual features and characteristics, I'm getting to know God. I'm getting to know something of this creator. And to me, that is so comforting and it's so exciting. I have always felt that there's been a disconnect in the modern world between nature and humans, and the way especially we eat and the way we take care of ourselves. And so the study of plants as medicines are a wonderful bridge that remind us how dependent we are on the natural world, and also how the natural world has everything we need in it to support our health and to support our wellness. That everything we're looking for is right here. And I remember one of my teachers, Matthew Wood, He said that, oftentimes the medicines that we need the most are growing right outside of our house. Like literally just walk outside and look around. And it's quite possible and quite probable that what's growing in your yard is actually your medicine right there. It's so empowering to think of our yards as being apothecaries. I think is something that we are all deeply craving. How do we get back to understanding the plants and our natural environment as one that is not after us, that's not trying to take from us, but it's actually trying to support and give us something. I hope through all of my herbal teachings and all of my work as a yoga teacher and as an herbalist that bridges are made, connections are made, and that people feel a sense of deep connection and satisfaction after taking classes with me and after studying the plants, and that a new world opens up. My hope is that people look around them and they don't just see a bunch of green things, but they see friends. They see helpers, they see allies, they see medicines and teachers. And in this way, the natural world comes alive and we naturally want to protect it. We naturally want to look out for it, just as we would a friend. I hope you'll join me as I take you through a lot of the things I've learned over the last 20 years, studying plant medicine, studying environmental science, studying yoga and spiritual traditions. And through the content of my blogs and videos and my herbal apprenticeships, that you find wisdom that will support you creating daily practices that serve your highest self.